So I got home hanging clothes. I just wanted to say I was thinking that I really wanted to thank everybody that is watching these pitiful these videos. I don't want to say pitiful because I know that I'm putting out there what a lot of people that are going through this are feeling. The pain, it's just raw. It's just what it is on this twin flame journey. And I'm just being like, I guess, showing actually what it looks like, really. The truth of it. The truth of it is all of this. The truth of it is the pain. The truth of it is the loss. It goes back and forth and back and forth. And the rising and the spiritual awakening and one day getting it and one day losing it and all of the if you're going through your weaknesses, you have to go through them and you have to overcome them. And part of understanding and rising and becoming a bigger person is you have to go through the parts, you have to go through the falseness. And if you have to go through the falseness, that means that you have to be mebulbal. Mebulbal means like when you are like confused. You have to go through the confusion, and there has to be a question in order to get an answer. And if we were all knowing, then we would know it all already, wouldn't we? So I guess we have to, in order to sort ourselves out, everything that is unsorted has to come up to the surface in order to work through it. And so it's all legitimate. Every time that's why, there's nothing personal. There's nothing like, oh, you're stupid, or you're a crybaby, or you're this or that. It's exactly the opposite. It's strength to be able to go through these things and put them out and talk them through. I see it as a strength. Like when I was leaving I was crying before I did the other video, when I was leaving the spring. I was thinking to myself, maybe you're too weak. Maybe you can't do the work. Maybe you can't. And then I was thinking to myself, that was just a cop out, that it wasn't true. It wasn't true. I didn't truly believe that. Even if right now I don't see the path, I know that that's not the truth, because there's a yearning to keep rising. There's a yearning to keep going upwards. And and what am I going to do? Just stop here? Then what? Perpetual pain? Because if you stop along the path, then you never get it resolved, and you know that you're not resolving it because it's unresolved, right? So what am I going to do? Stop, and then what? Be in perpetual, forever, for the rest of this lifetime? This is my balcony. See over there, I can see the Sea of Galilee. It's a little bit hazy today. There's a little bit of a mess here. I never really fixed it up. I brought some of my plants. You can see some of my plants. I've never fixed this house up. So I water to make sure it all stays alive, but that's the maximum that I do. This could be a really nice place set up. It's where I hang clothes. See, I never even cleaned it up completely. Here, let me turn it around and I'll show you. I've been making clay. So this is sand that I brought from the Sea of Galilee. And there's a few, this is the clay. It's dried. I need to re-wet it. But I already processed it. Here's another thing of clay. This is clay that I brought from, I just put that string there so that it would take out the water from the top. Maybe I'm going to see if it works, if it starts like sucking the water up. I just did it. And that's clay that I got from the Jordan River. So I'm taking clay I watched this show on how to process clay naturally. And so I took clay from a few different places. I took from the Sea of Galilee. I took from the Jordan River. and I took from the natural spring, the Hukuk spring over here, where I'm at, and so I'm processing natural clays. I want to make something out of them. Like I want to start doing some sculptures. I really want to start working on my site. That's what I'm thinking, is that to bring my power back to me, I see how it works. When I sit and I hold my head, that's all I can seem to do. But then when I just decide I'm going to sit in the pain, okay, so there's pain. So, okay, so there's pain. And then I decide, well, even with the pain, just okay, fold clothes. Do the tasks at hand. Do the things that are at hand that need to be done. Like this morning, fixing my fridge. Okay, fix your fridge. Um, and then there was laundry to do. Now I'm gonna put in another load of laundry. So do laundry. In the meantime, I'm chasing and doing all that, but at least I have other things. See, this is all the stuff out of my sitting in the middle of I put it in like these cooler bags. I did dishes. I did a big pile of dishes this morning. That's the fridge is pulled out of place. I cleaned behind the fridge. I'm some of the laundry that there is to fold. Yesterday I got I got 2 packages out to Amazon. So and I went to my parents' house and I painted like 14 plates. 14 plates. I mean, it took a couple of hours, but it's at least something that I know that is some kind of income that I have for me. So I'm trying to just keep busy. The house is clean, basically. Um, so I made my boys' beds for them. I just did a load of laundry. I'm just trying to keep busy. I'm just trying to keep busy, and this pain keeps coming up, and just I need to just sit down, decide that I'm making a site. I need to make a site for myself so that I can put my own things up for sale and that I have a place to just represent myself. A place where I see, the thing is that I keep on not building it because I either go overboard, like, oh, I'm going to build this big, massive site with all these plans, and I can't emotionally, I can't bring myself to that with all this twin flame stuff going on. There's so much noise in my mind that I can't seem to concentrate for a long time at a time. And so I think that what I'll do is I'll put another load in and I'll go over to my parents' house and I'll paint some more plates. I mean, at least there I have, yeah, I've been crying to my mother a little bit. I know I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't, because she's like not for this. She doesn't understand this twin flame thing at all. She doesn't get it. And both of my parents just think that you need to get over this. You need to cut them out of your life and get over it. They don't understand the draw that's there. It's like your own, it's like your, everything in you, it's like you're being magnetized or something to it. And in my mind, I understand that as long as I'm chasing, it's like a magnet. If you're chasing, it's running. It's like the opposite sides of a magnet. It needs to be two that are standing in place. Oof, 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 oof. And so what I wanted to say in this video, and I went all over the place, was that I really feel supported with the women that are commenting on my videos, that are watching and following my twin flame journey, crapola, crap. And all the encouraging words and advice, and women that are really on this journey and that are giving me a lot of reminders of what's important, of bringing the energy back to me. And I feel so much love. And it's amazing because, in my life, I'm just here, I'm on my own, and I'm just doing the best that I can with everything. And I don't feel like there's hardly anyone in my immediate surroundings that get it. Either they're against against it and pushing against it, and then that just pushes me away from them because they don't get it, or trying to tell me what to do and can't see my point of view at all, or even if they can, they can't see my point of view. Nobody can. The only people that can see my point of view are people that really truly understand this journey and the pain in it. And I just, oh, I can't even put on a face. It's music from the neighbors. I can't even put on a face. I don't feel like putting on a face. And a lot of times I think, well, what should I put up these crying videos? Who wants to see a bunch of crying videos? But a lot of it is for me. And a lot of it, I think to myself that anybody that's going to be watching this is going to be understanding what it is, or going to be feeling it, or are interested in it. Otherwise, they wouldn't be watching it. So it doesn't matter anyway, right? Oof, oof. Okay, so now I think that a lot of times I cry and cry and cry and cry and cry until I'm just so sick of it. So sick of crying. It's like when you get, like when you're sick and you're in bed for like a few days at a time, and you just in bed, and then once you start feeling better, it's like you don't even, you like want to be done with it. You want to get up and take a shower and just ugh. But I keep getting to that point and getting pulled back in, getting to that point and getting pulled back in. And then I wonder to myself, am I going to have like this big aha moment that I just get over it? Or is the crying and all of the pain that I'm going through giving me the lesson without me even knowing it? Like, I wonder where the lesson is. Is the lesson going to be in some understanding? Because I understand it. Or is the lesson going to be in going through the pain and then coming out stronger the other side? I just don't know. But sometimes when I feel like I was at the spring, I started feeling the pain coming on, and I just sat down. There's a swing there. I just sat down and I cried and cried. And there was nobody there, so I was by myself completely. So I just let it go until some people came, and then I left. Tired. Freaking tired of the freaking freak show. Okay, well, I'm done with this belly aching. So thank you for watching. Thank you for watching.